Hi, I'm William Tenholder, and I welcome you to my Masters 3000 series. Yes, we're moving up in the world, and this is a spectacular endgame, magical. Okay, so let's get to the endgame at Magnus speed. Let's go through, we all know these moves. Let's go through the opening fairly quickly. We can see already there's a target at knight. Well, it could be a problem or it could be a target, right? So we keep in mind that we do have a bit of a cramped position for white. It's going to be a bit difficult to really develop. Now I'm looking to do a knight sacrifice, but the queen comes in with a check, and so I oppose it with my queen. They don't want to trade. I abandoned my hopes of the knight sacrifice because I just wasn't in a good position to do it. You need to have your queen free for a follow-up check, etc. And so now, yeah, I'm in a little bit of trouble on the queen side. So my queen comes to help, and so we exchange queens. Now, black's in a better position, I have to admit. After the exchange, my position is a bit cramped, and my black bishop is really not in a good place. So we are entering what we would call the end game. And this is where we have the end game magic. So let's just take a look again. Check. So check this step over. Boom. Takes. Develops. So king steps over the rook. That is very important. That little step over, because we were in a bit of trouble going into an endgame. Now we're still in a bit of trouble because we can't castle. So this is where the magic happens. Okay, so we do a few tricky moves. They do a few. So yeah, it's really actually quite a spectacular endgame, because right here, it's very dicey, right? It's very dicey. This is almost a smothered mate. But, we have the pawn, and so the bishop moves back because the pawn was protected by two pieces. This is a fun, really spectacular. Look at that, check on the king. King has to move. Now, there are all kinds of possibilities here, but the bishop, the white bishop, is hanging on f6. So how do we deal with that? Attack the other bishop. Bishop moves. Brilliant, right? It's just brilliant. Pawn up. It's a discovered attack on the knight. Rook takes. Bishop takes. We're solid in that corner. Now they come down with the bishop, and this would probably be the move of the game. Yep, we attack the bishop, and that allows us to take the bishop. Yeah. So now we can't castle. So again, the king has to do a little side move. But it's a brilliant side move, because now we have a great endgame. They tried to come in with the h-pawn. We did block it. That's all. They come in with the rook. No problem. We just protect the pawn with the king. So they don't really have an attack. We're a piece ahead. So we double up the rooks. This is the endgame magic right here. Now they have a nice attack there with the bishop. So simple. Get the rook off of the black square. Attack the bishop. Bishop takes. Now this is tricky. Very tricky. Rook takes. And now here is where the endgame magic happens. This is where we win the game. You have to be able to see these moves here. Now, that rook has really no place to protect the next move. So the rook moves. And there we go. You have to be able to see these magical combos. Look at this. This is basically the end of the game because now the king moves and we take the rook. This player resigned because they cannot win against two rooks and a knight. They would only have one rook left. So this is the endgame magic if you can see the combos. It's all about force moves, attacks, and combos. I'm William Tenholder, and I love chess.